Yes, Blitzleman 945 here. Welcome back to another video. I had a really simple idea for a video today, and that was ranking all of the Minecraft music discs. So I have I'm gonna kind of skip around the timestamps of this video, which has all of them. Uh and yeah, we're just gonna rank them. I don't really care if this gets copyrighted by playing these. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first one is 11. Obviously, this one is quite infamous for being, very spooky and not particularly well liked. Kind of sounds like coughing noises as if someone's like running away exhausted or being chased by something. There's blocks being broken there very intensely dirt, and then it just kind of stops. As if it's like a broken thing. So it's an interesting like thing that it's going for. Um and I feel like I kind of appreciate the vibe a little bit more now that I've listened to it. Like, with an older ear, I guess. But it's not very fun to listen to. So I'm gonna put in D. I'm not a big fan. I don't think it's like strange, but I think there's a lot better. Um, in other words, probably kind of infamous for being weird and not well liked, I think. The kind of like bell chime sounds are very unique. Like that, this kind of thing isn't in any other music disc track, which I think is interesting. Not a whole lot going on. Kind of sounds like something mysterious. Not like I've never really been able to tell like what's actually supposed to be going on here. It kind of sounds like an ambient track from Skyrim, but if you just oh, stopped randomly. Oh, and it just comes back again. What I was gonna say is it kind of sounds like ambient track in Skyrim and key. Some water sounds. That's F tier. Um, that is like not only does it sound weird, like the left one clearly it's like going for this kind of like horror type vibe. Um, 13, it's weird to listen to. I have like no idea what is going on throughout the entire and it just randomly stops, which completely like throws off the pacing of the whole thing. That one was not very good. Let's see. Now we are up to 5. So that sounds fire. There's some walking. Some monster sounds. I like this bit. It almost sounds like, a creepy children's music box melody. It's interesting vibes. I like it. Ooh, really like increase in volume, very like creepy sounds there. Some creepy sounds. So I think of the three ambience track, that one is by far the best. I think it nails the vibe of what it's trying to go for the best. I like the Warden theming. I think the mix of the different ambient sounds, it flows better and it also mixes together better than 11 does. I'm not going to put it up in A because I think there's going to be too many really good ones coming up. But I will put it at a solid B. I actually quite enjoyed that one. It's definitely the best of the ambience tracks. Now we are moving on to blocks. The kind of a chill beat. Ding, ding, that got a chill beat to it here. Kind of like, slowly building up to when the melodies gonna kick in. this. That just adds in more like instruments and stuff. And now we continue. I like this one. It's like a nice, relaxing vibe. It reminds me of music in a way. Like, yeah, kind of like gives me the type of thing I listen to if I'm just like having a chill day, like just sitting on a beach or something. Get that very simple beat structure, but it works. I like that. I like that in the middle where it kind of just like chilled out, and then the melody resumed. I really like that. It's a nice detail. I believe this is like the longest music disc or something like that, if I um remember correctly. Like how it kind of like slowly fades out. Because it's not fading out before it appears. I do feel like it's going on for a bit too long, if I'm being honest. Hmm. So, like I was saying while I was playing, my main issue with that is I did feel like it went for a bit too long. But I also really, really enjoyed the melody. I really liked the kind of music vibes it gave me. So I'm gonna stick it in B tier, but it is going above five. Uh, next we're going to count. Probably like one of the most iconic music discs in all of Minecraft, I would say. Really love this. These are really catchy. Melody. Such a pleasant melody. And it kind of like loses some instrumentation here, kind of like focuses more on the raw melody here, with kind of the harmonic sounds kind of starting to accompany the shape of the melody. Yeah, that one is iconic. I'm gonna put that A. I think it's just such a pleasant song to hear. Um, I think that it has a fantastic melody. I think it has really cool harmonics in the background. It's just such a pleasant listen to. It's so easy to hum along to as well. All right, next we're going to. I like that this like gives like old music disc vibe, you know, like with the kind of I don't know how to describe it, like the sound. It makes it sound very old, like if it's like type of music you would hear at like a ballroom dance in like the 50s or something. The use of the different melodic patterns it uses is really good. like how one like emerges and another one takes over after. It's very like layered. If you keep it's very layered. All layers like very work well together, like a nice sandwich almost. Then it kind of changes vibes a little bit, and this part of the song always like it kind of gives me the vibes of like walking in the snow during Christmas time. Which is still like just as pleasant to listen to. Hey, I really like Chirp. I think it goes up an A, not quite above Cat, but I really like the different melodic directions it takes, and unlike Rock, um, where both don't really have a melodic consistency throughout the whole song, um, Herb is like the right length to where it doesn't feel like it's dragging on for too much. And actually, the next one is the same as the next in the play in the timestamp, so that's far. So we're gonna go ahead and take a listen to this. Oh, I totally spaced out there for a second. I get that. That's kind of what listening to this does, honestly. It kind of like makes me space out a little bit almost. like the word, like the title of fart almost makes me like imagine myself in a different world. It's really interesting the way that that works. I feel like whenever I listen to this, I always get like lost in thought about something else other than the music itself. The instrumentation and everything, the whole composition of the song really makes it feel like kind of ethereal and like make you think that you're imagining like a different place. Which I think is really interesting. So far I am going to put that in B tier. I enjoy it. I like what it does. Although it kind of does its main strength of it too well because I feel like I space out to listening to it so much that I kind of like forget to pay attention to a lot of the musical details. That's why it's not any higher, but I do enjoy it. I do. Next we have Mall. I think it's funny this is named this because like this is music disc never gives me the vibes of mall shopping at all. Like, if anything, mall shopping more fits the vibes of 11 with how just chaotic and busy malls normally are. Ooh, okay. I like that harmonica going in the background. I feel like it's going up towards something here. Ooh, I like that. Is that like a bongo sound? I like that. So, there were some things I enjoyed in that one, but I feel like the main problem with Mall is that there isn't much of a there isn't that many core melodic ideas. And the ones that are there, I just found a little bit lacking. But it's not bad, so I'm gonna put it in C tier. It's just okay. And next we have melody, which is the same. Cool. Really, this is a very different vibe. Kind of gives me pause a bit there. I want to describe something. It's like that like how those like old detective things where like a woman or someone in distress goes to like this detective to ask him to search something. And it's like in this restaurant where the detective is like this guy in a trench coat and like a fedora, and it's like all the entire scene is like black and white and whatnot. It like, it's like it gives you the vibes of like the 30s or 1930s or something like that, like a 1930s mafia meeting or something like that. Like that kind of situation is immediately what this is giving me vibes of. Especially with a kind of slow violin there, which I think is building up towards the melody here. A lot of the notes feel like off. That was kind of weird. I'm conflicted on that one. I liked the vibe it was giving at the beginning, but then as the melody came in, it was kind of like I don't know, it kind of threw me off because everything it sounded almost off key weird. Like it was meant to be in tune, but it wasn't actually. Um, I'm gonna put it in C. Let's see. Is the other one? Is the next one? Other C? No, okay, let's skip again. All right, next we have other side. I freaking love this one. I already know this one, but I still just want to listen to it. It's such a satisfying build up to the drop. There's a drop, really good drop. And the way the melody just mixes the harmony is so good, and it's such a pop. This one slaps. And the way they evolve this melodic idea to sound slightly different throughout different parts of the song. Like increasing the dynamics at certain points, and then kind of like lowering it down to like create a counter melody idea here is just really good. And then the kind of like up and down is like the melody fights the counter melody, like one becomes a harmony versus a melody, you know? They kind of keep switching like a balancing scale. It's really interesting. And then they kind of like combine together a little bit. Then it goes into like completely different melodic like idea for the melody that's so cool. And like, the way the melody continues to just keep evolving. It's so good. That little bit there sounds like a symphony or something. That was and then it's just like a giant crescendo to like the final bit where it's all just like mixed together. I that is an instant S tier. um, it's so like geniusly like composed because unlike this is like a better version of Maul because it starts with a really solid like melodic slash harmonic idea, and it kind of like builds that up until the satisfying drop part, and then it kind of like builds that up, evolves that into different ways, and then it kind of like lowers that down. Then it introduces a counter melody in there, and then it kind of like you know does a balancing scales thing, and then they kind of like intermingle with each other as like those scales metaphorical scales kind of balance out with each other, um, and then it kind of just like builds up a little bit to the end, and then it just kind of like all mixes together very nicely. It has a very satisfying end. That one is just genius composition right there. Next we have Hickstep, the other one over here. Immediately, very, very catchy start, I gotta say. Very solid, like harmonic idea here. I really like how it's like being built up. Way those methodic, harmonic ideas kind of mix together, very satisfying. Reminds me of like the Boba Fett theme. And then the melody just coming at just the right time. Very satisfying, mingling perfectly with the other harmonic ideas. And then evolving the melody just like other side did. takes it back to like the first melody. It's interesting. It's like going up to a hill and then dropping off a hill, but it doesn't feel like that sudden. It feels like it still transitions smoothly. And that's the end of the song. Okay. Very satisfying end to the song, I gotta say. I don't think it's S tier, but it's very high A. Um, I think. Ooh, is better than Chirp? Do I like it better than? Just barely not above Cat. It's still very high A though. Um, Next we have one that I think I've only heard like one time, and that's Relic. This is the one that was in 1.1. Okay, I'm already a big fan of this. I like that double cascade thing. Ooh, that octave. I love, oh yeah, I love the established melody already. Almost gives me the vibe of like, victory after completing a mission or like, a victory after completing a long adventure or something like that. Ooh, okay. Like that little harmony bit used for a background beat. An extremely catchy, repetitive melody. I really like that. As it's incorporating new ideas into its melodic identity, I really like that. Takes on a different sound. Reminds me of a lot of Sleepwalk area songs and the way that they do that. I think the key changes work really well with the transition. I really like hearing the melody continuing. It's not losing its identity while still managing to keep me invested in the melodic ideas. That has it. Okay. I got to admit, I really enjoyed that one. I really liked. I think the difference between this and Blocks and why I find this one much better is because I think the way that it managed to like kind of keep that same melodic identity while incorporating some new ideas throughout the entire song, very good. Um, my only thing that I think could maybe do a little bit better, I feel like the conclusion was a little bit dissatisfying. I feel like it could have been maybe more of a build down from that, but I was still a very big fan of that one that is getting high A. Next we have one that was one of my favorites, but I haven't listened to fully in a long time, and that's Stall. I love the jazzy feel of this, like right off the bat. Always one of my favorite things about it. And the way this uses very clear, direct instruments. And then I love I'm pretty sure it's a flute here, but I could be wrong. I love the way that I'm gonna call it a flute, the way that flute kind of like, enters and then like takes over the saxophone. And you hear a little bit of piano in here. It kind of takes over the melodies. It kind of like is a balance between low and high of the sax and the flute. Not really sure what like, the instrumentation is less clear in this part. But I really like the way the melody picks up here. And then you hear the flute come in again, kind of repeating the same ideas before. So I think it just works really well. I think it kind of like, brings in very well, kind of like a flowing wave as it goes from like middle to low to high again. I think it has a nice ending too. I'll be honest, I don't think there's very much wrong with that. I think that's another S tier. I really like the way it kind of like it's a smooth wave kind of feel to it. I really like the way that continues throughout the entire thing. I think it's like a much better composed version of like what Mel he was trying to do. Uh, Now next we are going to Strad. And this one immediately it has a very like bubbly like when I think about this I think about like swimming at or like going to an aquarium and see fish or something. It's like something very it's a calm day, it's something very like upbeat, cheery, like you're gonna have a really good day doing something type of thing. Um, Okay, I gotta say, I really enjoyed that one. I think it's not about Pixar. I think it's gonna go right there. Um, Now next up, we are going to wait. I really like this kind of like nice, like like this vibe here. It's very nice, very pleasant. And gives me the vibes of a nice chill walk. Here, some of the last one, but like different in a way. Like Strand is like, they at the swimming in the pool. This is like nice walking on the park type thing. Oh, and that's even more accentuated by this amazing melody here. It chills out, you might start to like sit down beside a tree for a second to rest and take a break, possibly. Maybe you start reading a book or having a picnic or something like that. You might decide, you're probably done reading as you like get up and continue walking a little bit and do some stretches. I love the way the melody comes back in like that kind of a more quiet way. So they're kind of like bouncing on top of each other. It's a little thing down. It's really That was honestly really good. Think I liked it a little bit better than Pig Step. I think the thing it was going for was just accomplished incredibly well. All right, next we have the one I don't know if I've said it on this channel, but I have definitely said it before. This is my favorite music disc in the game, and I'm still listen to it for I love this kind of like older style beginning. But as this kind of cuts away, then you have this has always given me the vibe of very much like number one, the melody is so catchy. Always gives me like a science fiction dystopian fantasy vibe. Almost this one. Specifically really like a science fiction vibe. And I really like that. I couldn't really tell you any more specific details about like what it gives me beyond that. Just like it gives me really heavy that vibe whenever I listen to it. And I think like every part of it is so catchy too. The kind of like ambiguity between melodic and harmonic ideas that it establishes here is just really, really great. Just as new melodic or harmonic idea here that's like even more catchy than the first one. Oh, I totally forgot this part too. It kind of like totally changes vibes, but it's still like just as catchy as well. I love that one. I didn't comment that much because it's just so fun to listen to. That one is pretty easily my favorite music disc in the entire game. Um, Next we have creator music. Now, for context, these remaining three are, from what it looks from the design of the music, because they're all from 1.21. These are ones that are brand new to me. I have not heard any of these before, so this is going to be very new experience for myself. Ooh, okay, kind of like a creepy music box. Interesting. Ooh, okay, I kind of like the roundabout effect. like the round effect that it has with the melody here. Very short. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Huh. I really like the round effect that the two main melodies had. Like one would take it through a pattern, and the other higher pitched one would do the same thing. Um, that was a really interesting vibe. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of me because I feel like it was a little bit simple compared to the complexity that some of these other ones have, but I did enjoy it. That was very unique. So next we just have normal creator here. It's just like this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So the beginning is the same, but then this was completely different. Oh, this is so catchy. Ooh, ooh, okay. Ooh, I love this melody. This melody is so catchy. Ooh, wow. I am honestly mind blown. This is amazing. Big fan of this one. Ooh, wow. It's like a guitar song? Whoa. Totally different. Wow. Instrumentation goes like so many different directions. Ooh, and then it kind of turns to the first music box-ish type vibe. Whoa. Okay. I wow. I am totally blown away by that. That was incredible. That's better than Other Side, honestly. Like, even though Other Side was more fluidly composed, I think the amount and the creativity with the way the instrumentation went while still maintaining the same melodic idea I don't think it's better than Ward, but it's pretty close. That one was absolutely incredible. And then the very last one we have here is Presence. I like the bell chimes here. I think it was like winter snowbell fireworks. Ooh, okay, interesting. Kind of like remixes that a bit. I really like that. Oh no, he's kind of hanging in there. Giving a real self-actually. Ooh, like the keyboard in the background. I like this one. It's very pleasant sounding. Kind of feels like a very victorious, like after you beat the final boss type. Like a victory fanfic song. I think is or like game credits rolling. I think it's really interesting. It reminds me of Alpha a lot. The actual tracking of Microsoft technology is not all that good. Gives me a lot of that vibe. I think it's really cool. Very long, though, like another minute still. Okay, that was a lot. Um, that was fun. I liked the vibe it was going for. I do think it was a bit like just like blocks a bit like too long. I do think it's better than blocks though, but not quite enough to get into A tier. Okay, that is gonna do it for the tier list. We have been going now for an hour and 14 minutes. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, hopefully you guys all enjoyed. Thought this was very comprehensive. Allowed me to gain further appreciation of all my favorite music as well as find some new hidden favorites. Um, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.